What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Showw cooking episode 24. I'm going to show you how to make Ggirl's homemade macaroons. Macaroons is a coconut cookie, but I add a little flavors of my own to spice it up. So if you know what macaroons are, you want to tune in and tell a friend, try this recipe to let me know what you think. So starting off, how was your Saturday, everybody? Congratulations to all the graduates that have graduated for 2022. Salute to you. You guys are the future. Remember that. Check out last night's interview with Reason from the Bronx. Shout out to James, her manager, putting that interview together. I appreciate you. Much love and respect. Also, let me see. I got my list. The Iccy Showw 4-year anniversary is coming up this Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m. at your boy Custom Clothing Store, June 2nd. I will be providing free lunch. You need a ticket to get in. I do have 2 extra tickets. Anyone that is interested in coming out. Tight security will be pat down and wand down. I will be doing 20 raffles on Thursday for the 4-year anniversary of the Iccy Showw. And also, I will be... we are having an international mixtape dropping that day on June 2nd. Shout out to DJ Big Styles from North Carolina, hosting it with myself. Salute to all the artists that got on it. International, from Jamaica to North Carolina to Boston to Africa, Nigeria, Chicago. You name it, it's crazy. Salute to all the artists. You did your thing on every single beat of Colombian Dragon. Next, we will be doing a part 3 in about 5 months. So artists, if you're interested, we have a special 2 beats now until Memorial Day for $250. They're usually $200 a beat. So we are doing a part 3. This is part 2, so groundbreaker. So shout out to Colombian Dragon. Keep making those beats. Artists, keep getting on these projects. Keep on purchasing these beats, because you will be on part 3. That will be automatically, you will be part 3. What's up, CJ? We got him on the international mixtape, so salute. He does the 3D promotion. If you need it, he got the great prices. Inbox him. He goes by CJ Solomon on Facebook. Definitely, he's the one that's been doing my 3D Iccy Showw promotion. So salute to him. Definitely 1000%. Shout out to, I'm going to give my shout outs real quick. Shout out to Beautiful Entertainment. Shout out to Beverly Bush. Shout out to CJ. Shout out to Colombian Dragon. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate you. Your boy Custom Clothing Store for always supporting Iccy Showw from day one. And also, you know, the 7 people that did support the Iccy Showw from day one. I appreciate you guys. Ohio, we have Ohio on that mixtape. Gambino 330. So salute to him. Salute King. Definitely. I see you bumping and grinding out there. I see you state to state. That's what I like to see artists do. Move. Don't stay in one location. Definitely. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. My condolences, anyone that has lost anyone. I lost a good friend the other day. She was only 43 years old, and life's too short, man. She was like my good friend. We graduated from elementary, middle school together, and it's sad. She left 2 kids behind, both with autism. You never know when it's your time to go. She went into the hospital and never came out of the hospital. So, you know, I lost a lot of people these last couple years, and R.I.P. Don Hazel, a legend from Boston 617. He was one of the ones that really knocked me down, because he was like a father to me, and a lot of people he inspired. You know, don't take life to granted. You know, if you like to party a lot, you might want to change your lifestyle, because God's not about partying. He really isn't. He's about you being a family person. So if you're a father or a mother out there, make sure to enjoy being a father and mother, because that is our job, not to be out there partying all the time. That's important. You know, I love to be home. I pay rent, so why not stay home where I pay rent and enjoy my family at the same time? A lot of people say, how come you don't go to this show? You don't go to that show? I used to go to the shows a lot. But, you know, filming and, you know, doing my shows, it takes time for my children. So, you know, I have to balance it out. Work, balancing it out with my children. And, you know, they're number one. So I try to give all my time and attention to them. That's important. You know, like my friend, she left 2 children, and, you know, she never made it out of the hospital. Her children thought she was coming home the day she was coming home, and turned to the worst real quick. So my condolences to her family, her children, and, you know, life's precious. That's all I gotta say. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you, all the men and women that are serving our country right now, protecting our country. God bless. You know, your life is hard because you have family and you're leaving them behind for months, even years. So God bless all those families, and thank you again all for your services. Again, the Iccy Showw is having our 4-year anniversary party this Thursday coming up at your boy Custom Clothing Store in Haverhill, Massachusetts from 1 to 3 p.m. I'm providing lunch. And last year I gave 22 subs away for the 3-year anniversary party. And I've done over 474 interviews in 3.5 years. I'm proud to say. And if I didn't have the ones that canceled, it would have been well over 500. And not including when I was a host on DBN TV for 1.5 years. So, you know, much love and respect to all the artists that I got to interview all around the world during this time. I appreciate you. If it wasn't for you, I would not be here. And I was supposed to be in Texas next month filming for 2 movies, but the director is healing from corona, so there's a hold off on that. I hope he gets better. He really is taking his time. He's weak right now, so I pray to Mr. Sandman getting better, and I hope that we get these movies together. I really do. I am excited. I've never been in a sci-fi movie, and it's kind of like, you know, a different cup of tea of mine. We got Jamaica in the building. What's up, Kingdom? He's on the Iccy Showw mixtape, international mixtape, so salute to him. We got Jamaica, for real, for real. What's up? Peace, peace. Like the, how do you say it? Light one for me out there, for real, for real. So again, you know, like I said, and then we're dropping our international mixtape this Thursday, the same day of the 4-year anniversary party. Shout out to DJ Big Styles, putting the spins on this mixtape, putting the drops down. I mean, 14 tracks are on this international mixtape. It comes to about less than about 50 minutes long. With all the, you know, artists that got on here. Salute to all of you. You really did your thing. There's a couple artists that got 2 tracks. One has 3 tracks. Shout out to all of you. We got a queen on there. She's doing big noises from Boston. She's traveling right now. So, shout out to you, Shy Rosa. I appreciate you getting on this international mixtape. Keep climbing to the top with all your, music. Artists, you know, don't give up. You always keep on going to where you want to. But one thing is, we need to change the music industry. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, but, you know, if you want to be making a difference for these children, you can't be talking about killing and shooting all the time in all your music and all your videos. We need to make a change for that, because these young ones are watching you. They are watching what you do. They don't know about, you know, killing and all this until they see your music. You inspire them. So start changing your music to make it appropriate for going into schools, to perform at a school. That is a major. If you're an artist and you have that opportunity, make sure you go do that. But try to change your music for a positive. We need to make the change. We are the ones to make the change to a positive note. That's very important, because, you know, God bless all those innocent families in Texas and all around the world that lost loved ones by just going to school. And that was their job, to go to school. and they get killed during going to school for their career, for the future. We cannot have this happening. And if you have a mental problem, please, it's okay to get help. I'm begging you, please go get help. They're not going to lock you in the cage if you're scared of that. They're going to just evaluate you, get you on the right track, the right train, where to go and stuff like that. Please, this is very important. We need to make a change. We are the ones to make the change. And all these innocent people, Hampton Beach had riots 2 weekends in a row in New Hampshire, and 30 people got arrested, and then Boston had it at Revere Beach. We need to make the change. If you are doing this music industry, please, artists, please, I'm begging you from my heart, please do a positive song or something that doesn't have to do about killing, or, do like nursery rhymes, like I was explaining to the artist last night from the Bronx. It's a different time zone. And I understand, we're used to, the old school music, but now it's time to make a change for the best. And the best is for our children, our grandchildren. If we talk about killing all the time, then our grandchildren aren't going to have anything. They're going to be locked in like prisoners in their own house and not be able to go out because they're going to put us on lockdown from all these killings happening, and it's important to make that change now before we get that far. Corona was a wake-up call. If you survived the corona and you are still here, you should be blessed about that. And I'm really serious. You should be blessed that God made us come together, focus more at home, focus more on our family, focus more on our children. And now that we're there, don't go crazy and partying and doing this and doing that. Think about the children. The children are they need you as their foundation to grow and spread. So please, artists, I'm very serious. No more killing. Let's more love. Like if you're not satisfied with the person that you're with, don't cheat on them. Just get out of the relationship, but always be there for your children. I know sometimes it's hard with the mothers, sometimes with the fathers, but always be there for the children, because the children are the ones that are mentally getting affected by the yelling, the screaming, the fighting, the physical contact. And this is very important. We are the ones to make the change, please. I'm begging you, I'll be 44 in 2 weeks, and my son will be 12 this week, and I lost a daughter 12 years ago. My son was a twin, so, I already lost one child, and when I'm celebrating my son's birthday, I'm always sad that day because I know I have a daughter that went to heaven the same day I delivered. So, that's important. If you never lost a child, you don't know that pain. No matter how little they were or how old they were, you'll never be right in the head about losing a child. That is one thing. And, people always say, you to yourself all the time. Because I already lost a child, I'd rather be with my children, to raise them, to be around them, show them love, show them the right roads. We are their teacher. We need to tell them what's right, what's wrong. Stealing is wrong. Killing is wrong. I'm not here to preach on the cooking episode right now, but I just want to let you know, guys, I had to get that off my chest. Last night I wanted to, but I was already running late for that interview. But please, think about what I'm saying, really, please. Everyone that's losing husbands so young and children so young, it's like, we need to make the change. Like I said, my son's birthday is next weekend, 1 week. He'll be 12. And at the same time, I'll be, I'm having a huge party for my son with all his family coming to see him. They haven't seen him for 2 years because of the corona. So, I'm looking forward to it, but also I'm going to be cautious. I got tables spread out so no one's, too close to each other. I'm going to have sanitizer. I'm taking precautions because you never know. And the corona is on a rise. I don't know why they took away the masks. When you're in the supermarket, think about this. When you go to the meat part, right? And you see that steak, you see how many people press on the steak or press on the meats to see if the juices or whatever comes out. That is alarming that they don't have sanitizer near the meat, one thing. Two, they should make it mandate to have masks on at the supermarket. I see a lot of people sneezing, coughing inside the supermarket, just freeloading, And it's like, come on, have respect. We learned to, first grade, I remember learning to cough and sneeze inside right here, the V shape. And people don't follow that anymore. And it's like, come on, guys. Our ancestors, our grandparents, our mothers and fathers taught us that from day one. Schools taught us that. Wash your hands, soap and water. It's common sense. But people are just living life like there's no laws, no responsibilities. And it's like, come on. Pull up your big boy and girl pants. And really, we need to make a change in this world. And I can't stress it enough. And I look forward to going into the jails to talk to them, to the lifers, give them an opportunity on the Iccy Show. That will be coming up in the next couple months. It's in the works right now. That's what I want everyone to know. Life is not promised. This is a gift to be here today. It's not, God said you had to be here today. No, God said it's a gift to be here today. And enjoy it as is. You wake up, I'm waiting for my invite to visit you in Boston. Also, monkeypox. Yes, monkeypox is around. They are in Boston. I seen that. I still wear my mask. I do. People think I'm crazy. But I'm not vaccinated. I'm not going to get vaccinated. And the people that got vaccinated are getting sick. Plain blank. Like I told you guys back in November, my work was 80% positive, and there was everyone that had the vaccination. The 20% that wasn't sick was the ones that didn't get vaccinated. Figure that one out. And I said that back in November. It was crazy because I was like, how is everyone getting sick that had the vaccination? I'm blessed that I didn't get it. Knock on wood. Definitely knock on wood. I'm blessed. But it's an eye-opener. And now they got to get another vaccination, another one. Like, come on, guys. Like, all these new diseases popping up. Come on. Like, we really got to be cautious. Wash your hands, all that. When your kids go to the playground, put sanitizer before they go on the playground. When they get off of the playground, put sanitizer, get handy wipes, wipe them down, put them in the bath when they get home. Common sense, guys. That's it. It really, really, really is. I'm not going to be here preaching, but I just want to let you know, I will wear my mask. The only time I don't wear the mask, to be honest, is like on a hot summer day because I have asthma and COPD. But I want to be near anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like my son, he has asthma. So he plays football. He can't wear the mask during football. They don't allow it. But I tell him, I give him the sanitizer ahead of time. When he gets home, I get him in the shower. I give him the sanitizer after football, and it's sad, it really is. These kids aren't living like kids like we did, riding bikes, jump roping, chalk on the ground, the skip it. Nobody remembers the skip it. I showed my girl the other day, I had one. She's like, what's that? I'm like, the skip it. Oh, yeah. I don't see that no more. I was like, I know. And, my son's birthday, like I said, I'm going to have all these activities at my kid's party. And the kids are going to be like, what's that? What's that? But, this is what we let technology take over our children like a robot. You know what I'm saying? So we need to bring that back. Playing cards, go fish, war, Uno, Scrabble. Scrabble is a very good education game for your children. You can make it a family-like game night. Bring Scrabble back. I got my Scrabble, and then my kids are like, what's that? And then I show it to them. My grandmother used to make me play that every single week, but it was a mind game. Memory. Memory is also a good game for your children. People don't do that no more. So next week when the kids come to my house, they are going to be playing things like that. Not Scrabble, but I'm going to have cards there. I'm going to have Batman. I'm going to have, they're going to play basketball, chalk, things that kids should be playing, at a kid's age. Technology is taking over. It's okay to let them play games, but not all the time, not Saturday and Sunday all day long. Let them get out, get the fresh air, get them vitamin D from the sun. You know what I'm saying? I still wear my mask. I'm not getting that shot either. Salute, CJ. 1000%. I'm with you. What's up, Minister Thomas? God bless you too. I lost a son, 35 years old. Oh, my condolences. Yes. My condolences. I didn't know that. Minister Dr. Thomas, definitely. Safe travels to you and your wife. I hope everything is well with you. Definitely. So on that note, I'm going to show you how to make macaroons. I'm not going to, talk your ear out. I want you guys to learn about macaroons. But just a little eye-opener, I don't judge people, but I want to see everyone that I know live a long life. When we were growing up, we want to see funerals like this. Every week there's a funeral. I mean, it's crazy. Like, our children should not be seeing all these funerals. When we were growing up, you see a funeral once in a while. But they're seeing it every week. That's emotional distress on the children. It's sad, very sad. People aren't living past 50. And when we were growing up, people living to 80s, 90s, 100s. My great-grandmother lived to 105. My grandmother lived to 96. And I look and I'd be like, I hope I live to then. I used to tell my grandma all the time, Nana, I hope I live to 90, when she was 90. And she goes, you will. And I said, I hope so. I pray to God. I want to see all my grandchildren. I want to see all my children at least get married. A mother and father are never completed until they see their children grow up, married with their children, or in a relationship, engagement with their children, knowing that they're okay. That is when we feel okay. Not knowing when your children aren't okay is a bad feeling as a mother or a father goes through. Excuse me. Let me take a sip. Shout out to my oldest son getting this coffee mug made for me. I appreciate it. If you watch the Mother's Day interview with what was his name? I go through so many artists. Let me check my book. I got it right here, actually. Shorty from Loot Squad from St. Louis. I apologize about that. I hope you're okay because he had emergency surgery yesterday, actually. I pray that you're okay. I haven't gotten a response yet, so I'm praying. On Mother's Day, my oldest son popped in on me, and I was shocked because, it was during the interview and stuff, and it was the best Mother's Day ever this year, and I'm really happy he came in with him and his fiancée. So, I just hope, everyone just listens to what I say. I'm going to 100 episodes on this cooking, just so everyone knows. You will need, I am making a lot because I'm making these macaroons for my son's party next week. So therefore, there is a recipe on the back of the bag of coconut. I don't follow everything on there. That's why I call it my Ggirl's homemade macaroons, because I change it up. You will need a package of coconut. You will need 4 eggs. It says almond extra. I don't use almond. I use vanilla. That's one thing I do change. You need flour. You need salt. And you need sugar. So I'm just going to get all my ingredients. I got the eggs. I got the vanilla. Oh, and I use almonds. I chop up almonds, the thin ones, and I add it in there to give it a little crunch. And also, when they are done cooking, I melt some chocolate in the microwave, and when they're cooled off, you could either drizzle it on top of them or dip the bottom, however you prefer. If it's in the heat and you dip it in the bottom, it will melt down. It's going to get hard on them, but it will melt if it's hot. So what I'm doing is I will be sprinkling the chocolate on the top. Because these are for on Friday, when I have the big party, and Thursday for the anniversary of the Iccy Showw. So, on that note, I gotta get the flour. So give me 1 second, because I did forget about that. I hope I have flour, because I went shopping yesterday, but it was crazy. Oh, okay, I do. I'm like, oh, shoot. Alright, so I got the eggs, I got the vanilla, I got the almonds, salt. I got salt right here. And flour I got, and the coconut. So you want to mix everything. So you want to preheat the oven 325 for 20 minutes until they're golden brown, and then they will be done. Let me see. So you do need to put grease on the cookie sheet and then flour on top. So we're going to mix the coconut, sugar, flour, salt in a large bowl. Then you're going to stir in the 4 egg whites inside. And then the vanilla, and blend it together. So I haven't made these for years. I used to make them for Christmas every year. Everyone used to get buckets of cookies from me. They'd say, when you making the macaroons? So since I'm having family come in this next weekend from out of state, I'm gonna have them have this so they know it. So I gotta get a big spoon. Heat oven at 325. All right, so I'm making 2 bags of these. I'm going to make 1 bag at a time because it's going to overflow on here. So I'm just chopping it. Make sure it's all shredded. It's all coconut in here. All right. So we're going to add some, how much salt? A little 4th, so 1/4. Put it in here. So that's like 1/4. Just sprinkle it. See, I don't really use measuring cups. And then flour, you need 6 tablespoons. I will use that because I'm not going to mess that up. Right. So you need 6 tablespoons. Make sure you put the countries and states you're tuning in. So you need 6. Now, if my grandmother was here, she would take a butter knife and flatten it, scrape off it, make it perfect. But we're just doing it by eye. So R.I.P. my grandmother, don't get upset what I'm doing. So I'm just taking 6, pretty much balance it out. 4. 5. 6. All right. So, that was the salt, sugar. All right. 1 tablespoon of vanilla. I'm going to get a different spoon because I ain't making 2 packages. So, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons to make a tablespoon. Oh, a little more. Like I said, I don't really measure. I usually would just pour it in, but all right, that's good. But I'm showing you guys. Okay, so I got the salt, the flour, and mix this all together. And I got to chop up the almonds. Good afternoon, Antoine. Antoine, hope everything's well with you. I don't really see you on much. You been okay? You still out there in Springfield? Alright, so I know a couple of my friends in New York, they lost a cousin of theirs. So my condolences to their cousin up there. Definitely. Really young. Really young. And Spaz, I'm sorry. My condolences. I know that was your family. I'm doing good, Antoine. I appreciate you. Oh, you're in Facebook jail. Damn, too bad I wasn't on the TV anymore up there. That's where I used to be, Springfield, every Wednesday. Wednesday. Shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. Definitely shout out to Legal Mob Entertainment. Miss BK, artists, make sure you submit your music to her. She's doing some big things. She's Vega Don's manager from Wu-Tang. Alright, so I got them all good. You want to make sure it's all mixed in really good. So I'm going to add the egg whites, and I'm going to chop up the almonds right now. Let me get my cutting board real quick so I can show you. What's going on, Queen? Salute from New York. Oh, this is not the knife I use. Alright. So I'm going to sprinkle. So I would say, what's this, like a half? Maybe like 1/4 of a cup of almonds. Make sure you go through them, because when they're in the containers like this, sometimes, salute, Ms. Demon, God bless, good morning, good morning. Like if they have a little brown on them, I don't use them, because sometimes they're overcooked. So I just take a glimpse on them, make sure, because these are the sliced ones. The sliced ones are easier than taking the actual nut. You could and then bang it and then chop it like that, but now we're just going to take the fine ones and just give it a, like, rock your knife back and forth, up and down. Okay? And we're just making it into like chips. You know what I'm saying? Real tiny. I'll show you what they look like. This is like so tiny. And I'm going to go back the other way. Ooh, see? They're getting everywhere. It's like crumbs, but you don't want these to have big ones on it. And like I said, it said almond extra, but I like to use the real almond. You know, nuts always have oils come off of it, and it's natural. I'm good, Queen. How you doing? Peace, peace. I don't know if you've seen, if you knew that person that passed away out there in New York. That was my friend's cousin. He was shot out there. Alright. So you see, it's like, I'm going to show you to you. Little tiny pieces. So, like I said, it's about 1/4 of a cup. So I'm going to sprinkle this in there before I put the egg whites. So I just sprinkle it all around. Make sure you tell your guests there's nuts in here. So if they say, oh, I have an allergy. Always, if you have an allergy, let the person know. It's better to do that. Okay. So I'm just going to give that a quick twist in there. Alright. Now I'm going to get, I use this to separate, this is a tuna fish separator. You put the can in there and then you push it down and the juices come away. But I'm going to put this, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this as a measuring cup on top. So the egg whites will drip in here. And then the yolk will stay on there. You can put the yolk in a container and save it for tomorrow, whatever the case may be. I'm making macaroons. Oh, you heard, yeah, sad, very sad. So young, man. All these young ones passing, it makes me sick. I forgot to put the sugar, guys. So I'm going to add the sugar before, I'm going to add 2/3 of a cup. So I'm going to add the sugar in here before I put the eggs in here. So 2/3 of a cup of sugar. I knew I was forgetting something. I was outside for 4 hours yesterday, hosing down the area for the kids and everything. What? It's crazy. All right. So 2/3, sprinkle that in, give it a quick mix. I can't believe I almost forgot the sugar. I'm sitting here talking to you guys and I'm like, what am I forgetting? So I'm just going to cook that real quick. Yes, yes, you're so right, Queen. So many young ones passing away. It's sick. It really is sick. And you know, It's sad. It really is. And we're the ones to make the change. And I hope people really heard what I was just preaching about a second ago. You know, like I said, I lost my daughter 12. She would have been 12 with my son next weekend. I lost one kid, and you're never right, because you always, like, my son was a twin, so every time I'm celebrating his birthday or a holiday, I know that I have a daughter in heaven, you know. I know she's around a lot of my family that has passed in heaven, but you know, that's not okay when we go delivering and stuff, you know what I mean? We go through the heartaches. So I'm going to put the 4 eggs in here, but we're going to separate it. I'm not saving the yolks because I made eggs this morning, and I should have separated, but I wasn't thinking. So what I always do, I shake the eggs. Peace, peace, Heist Church, peace, peace. So I'm going to shake the egg. We need to break that curse through our changes and movements. Yes, we definitely need to make that curse go away. We're the ones to make that change. And people need to realize that we are the ones to make that change. I love everyone, and you know, it's like we're all related somehow, so we shouldn't kill each other because you're killing one of your relatives. If you know, like Adam and Eve, there was 2 people that started, and then, you know, they branched off. But, you know, we're all related somehow. That DNA thing, that guarantee that shows everyone's related somehow down the way. So I'm just shaking the egg to separate it from the shell. So I just put it in here to separate it. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, to make time go, because sometimes it takes long, I'm just going to separate it, throw it over there. I got the, pour it in. We're one nation, only different shades of the same DNA. Truth. Facts. Very facts. Very true. It's crazy. People have to realize that, you know. It's sad. They don't realize how life is until they go through a tragic loss. And they have to realize it. We're the ones that, you know, created, you know, how would you say, what is it, robots and stuff. We're the ones that went to school and things like that, you know. So also you could just take it like this and keep the yolk in if you're a pro. That's the way I'm used to. I'm just showing you this thing to help you guys learn about it. So keep the yolk inside. So yesterday, I'm going to tell you guys funny. I went to the store. My kid's father was waiting outside. I come outside. He goes, "What's this?" I said, "Coronas." He goes, "You got mini Coronas." I'm like, "What?" So they don't even have the big bottles anymore. They're trying to make everything downsized with the Corona bottles and beer bottles. I was like, "What?" I went back in and they said, "Oh no, we don't carry the big ones anymore." I'm like, "What?" So my kid's father's like, "I guess we're going to have to get mini ones." So everyone that's coming to the party next week, you have the mini Coronas and Bud Light. I apologize. I usually have the big bottles, but not this year. It's so funny. I never heard of that. All right, so I'm going to pour the 4 egg whites inside. Let me get rid of this plastic bag with the yolk. I guess I'm going to have to go finish power hosing. I see the sun coming out. That's so true. We're one nation, only different shades of the same DNA. It is so true. That is so true, guys. People say, no, we're not related. That's why I say good morning to everyone. And when I'm on the bus, the train, I always say good morning. If I go into a store, I say good morning. And people like, do I know you? And I said, no, but I'm just saying good morning. But people get offended sometimes. Like yesterday, I got in an argument with the lady on the bus. She goes, don't say hi to me. You're not the same as me. And I was really pissed off. And I was really pissed off. I was like, well, we're all related. And she goes, I don't want to hear that bullshit. And I said, well, it's the truth. And people don't understand that. And those type of people, you just got to walk away. But unfortunately, you know, it hurt me because, you know, I like to say good morning to everyone. I like to say hello. Because you could change someone's spirit by just saying hi, good morning, smile. It doesn't cost a dime to say good morning or say hello, you know. But, you know, those type of spirits, you got to be away when they're miserable like that because they're trying to make your day miserable, you know. So I just kept it pushing. So I'm just giving this good mix. What's up, King? Peace, peace. When you coming to Boston? Right. Negative heats positive energy. But always positive energy beats the negative. Always remember that. The positive always eats the negative. All the time. Even like when you do the car battery. The positive is what makes it go boom. You know what I'm saying? So, for real, that's so true. Good morning, DJ Black, a legend from Boston, 617. He has been around for years. Like I said, legend Don Hazel. They worked together for many years. DJ Black has hosted and DJ many nightclubs. The Dublin House from Boston. He traveled. He's in North Carolina right now. You should look up my DJ that hosted that international mixtape. He's in North Carolina. DJ Big Styles. He's out there too. That's funny. What's June 8th? I got a lot going on. My son's birthday, my anniversary. My Iccy Show's been around 4 years, DJ Black. This week coming. If you're around in Boston this Thursday, come out to Haverhill. I'm doing a big party out there. Big party. Just so you guys know, I was supposed to have young Sean. He was flying in from Louisiana. But you guys all know, if you're friends with him on Facebook, he had a surgery. That surgery failed. He's going in for emergency surgery. I don't know if he went the other day, so he cannot come to perform. He's really sick right now. And anyone that knows him, reach out to him. Make sure he's okay. The other day I talked to him. He wasn't doing too well. Oh, okay. June 8th when you come back. All right. Cool. Definitely. I got to interview you again. And I appreciate you definitely, because when Don Hazel passed away and that person was talking reckless on the live, you came and saved the day, for real. Definitely. That was the hardest interview I had to do, or for anything. I hope I never have to do something like that for anyone I know. I love your voice. You so sound like one of the mob boss's wives off that Goodfellas. You stupid. I appreciate you. Definitely. Definitely. You're not the only one that said that. I sound like one of them. That's the third person that said it. That's funny. That's funny you said that, because I was supposed to be in a web series 2 years ago of mob wives. That's funny. That's really funny. Maybe it will happen. That's crazy. So I'm just giving us a great mix. You want it all to be moist. We're making macaroons, Ggirl style. I changed the recipe off the package. I just showed you what I did. I'm going to make one more package to show you guys again. When you're coming to Boston, I see you doing your music thing. Anyone in North Carolina, there's a big DJ in your state right now from Boston, DJ Black. He's out there right now, so make sure you turn around and link with him. He's been around many legends from Boston, many. He's a great guy. He put a lot of people on. Artists submit your music to him. I should do that. Well, you should put me in your movie then. You should start it up. You should definitely put me in your movie to do that. I would be honored to do that. I'll be your wife. How about that? So we got the macaroons all combined with the nuts. Remember, I added some fresh nuts. You see how it's really moist? So now I'm going to clear this before I do the second package. All right, let me just make some room because I'm going to bring the pans over here. All right, so you're going to, it says to coat it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little, I'm going to get some oil and put it on there. Give me 1 second. You know what's crazy too? I just want to say, what's going on, Al? Good morning, good morning. What was I gonna say? Dang. Oh, when you make bacon, guys, my grandmother always taught me this. Don't throw the fat away, because people that use lard use the bacon fat as your butter. When it gets to the whiteness, take it, scrape it, put it in a container, freeze it. That's important because you're not adding extra, chemicals and stuff for your lard or your oils, whatever you want to call it. So, like I just made bacon this morning, and what I have the pan is the fat get into the white. When it gets white, I put it in a container, and you just use a little bit. You don't need too much opposed to other things. All right, so I got this all oiled up. I'm going to sprinkle a little flour on here. I was like, what's in my flour thing? Good morning, Vika. Good morning, Donna. We got Toronto, Canada in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Networking international. All right, so I'm going to shake it. Go around, get all the corners. Because you don't want these sticking, guys. All right. Sorry for the banging if I'm hurting your ears. Gotta get to the last corner. And if you have any extra, which I do, just put it right there. I'm gonna cut them board real quick. I could have did the other pan, but I wasn't thinking. All right, so this is all incorporated together. I'm going to take 2 spoons. Make sure get it all moist. Make sure it's moist, moist, moist. Mix, mix, mix. So again, I usually use my hands, to be honest with you. But this is a good measuring. I'm going to show you. You take it like this. Pat it in. And then what I do, let me wash my hands. Hold on. Good morning, Al. How you doing? Good morning, good morning. So what you're going to do is take that, make it into balls. Okay? Round balls. Not half balls, not little balls, not moon balls. You want it balls. Okay? Like this. Bam. Okay? Put it on there. All right? Now, they don't really spread too much. They stay like a ball. That's why it's important to make it like a ball. Okay? I think I am going to go finish hosing down everything. Okay? I went to the supermarket yesterday. It was crazy. I'm like, why is it so busy? Memorial Day. I don't really celebrate Memorial Day. I had a bad experience. I almost died years ago on Memorial Day. So I celebrate for the service, people that are in the service, but other than that, no. I try to make this weekend go by fast. I keep my mind going. So I'm just making them into balls. Okay, like that. They make a lot out of one package. Like I said, when these cool down, I'm going to add chocolate, melted chocolate, sprinkle on top. You can either dip the bottom if you're going to use them quick. If you're not using them quick, I wouldn't suggest it because the chocolate does melt if it's in the heat. And these will be outside, not now, but at the party. So if it's hot out, I don't want them melting on people's hands, you know. So I just be considerate. At Christmas time, I do melt the bottoms because at Christmas it's cold. You don't have to worry about it. So I am using my hands. I showed you how to use it with the 2 spoons. Now I'm just making it. I will make the second package to show you guys, the people that are coming in now. It's very easy. Macaroons, I used to think were hard when I used to see my grandma making them. But they're so good. If you love coconut, like I'm a coconut, I'm going to show you guys how to make a summer coconut cake. It's with like pineapple, cool with vanilla cake. I've been making it for years. And you can add a Malibu rum if you wanted to make an adult cake. Alright, so I'm just getting everything. I might need that second pan actually. Okay, so I'm making this. What you guys getting into today? What you getting into? It's nice weather out there. I hope you guys try these recipes that I teach you. So when my cookbook comes out, you purchase it. Make them nice round balls, not half moons, because it will affect it the way it cooks. You want them to be going, they don't spread too much, you know. They're really good. Alright, I'm going to take these spoons out because they're in my way in the bowl. Alright, almost done. You want to make them all the same size too, because when they cook, you don't want one cooking and not the other one, you know. Alright, so I'm making the macaroons. Alright. If you live in the North Shore and you need your hair done, Shout out to Nani. She got great prices, reasonable, very good prices, better than the salons. She did my hair 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 weeks ago. And it looks good, right? Just stay up with, moisturizing your hair so it doesn't dry out. Alright, so I got one more row probably. Alright. So this goes in for about 20 minutes on 325-degree temperature. I would check in about 15 minutes because every stove is different. I always say that because it's true. You get a electric to a gas, totally different. So this is the last one, and then I'm going to make the second package. So I'll tell you how many I got out of one package. In 1 second. I'm just trying to get everything off my hands. Alright. Yeah. Nasty! It would have taken a lot longer if I used the spoons. Alright, so get everything out from this one. Alright, this one's giving me a hard time sticking together. For some reason, it has to be the last one, right? Alright. Let me get this. Alright, so I'm just going to add this to this one. This one's giving me a hard time sticking together. I don't know why it came out over there. Alright, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 off of one pack. So I'm going to make 2 packs. Let me just wash my hands to get this nastiness. It's like a facial to your hands, though, when you rinse it off. For real. It feels so good, like soft. Coconut oils are really good for your skin. Alright. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to show you how to make the second one. When they're done, I will take pictures if they're not done. Alright, so this is what they look like. Let me show you. Sorry. Alright. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to put the second package. Okay, open it up. Come on. Go ahead. Okay. Alright, so, flying coconut. So we're going to add 1/4 a teaspoon of salt. Like that much. Okay. Okay, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 6. 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And I use that for the thing, so I need another measuring cup. So 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Okay. Done with the sugar. Okay. Now we need, I gotta cut the almonds and vanilla. So a tablespoon of vanilla. I'm just gonna do it by eye because I usually know. Okay. Vanilla. And then now we're gonna mix this up. Then we're gonna chop up the almond pieces. Get it all really good in there. Put the area codes, the states you guys are tuning in. I hope everyone's having a blessed Saturday. Enjoy it with your family. If you graduated, congratulations. Alright. So it's all mixed good. You can tell by the texture, the color. Okay. So now we're going to do the 4 egg whites. Put it on here. Crack it. Come on. Don't give me a hard time. So we need 4 of them. Okay, 1. Shake it. Oh shit, I dropped the yolk and that's not what I wanted to do. Can't always be perfect, right? Okay, so three. One more. Oh, don't want the yolk in there. Alright, so 4 egg whites with a little yolk. My first time having them with a little yolk in it, so we'll see what happens with that. Give it a good mixture. Add the chopped nuts in there. So let that get in there. Alright, let me clean this up so I can chop these nuts up. I'm going to put the eggs because it's a little warm. You don't want to keep raw eggs in and out. Alright, so the chopped nuts, that's what I was doing, I'm sorry. So I do about 1/4 of a cup. And if there's any brown ones, take them out because, you know, sometimes they're a little dry when you use them. That's what I noticed. So dice it. I'll show you what they look like I did the first time. Rock it once, twice, and then back. Oop. So it's like confetti, little pieces, okay? That goes in there. Alright. Mix it, mix it. I can smell the coconut cooking in the oven. It smells so good. Okay. Give it a real good mix. You want everything in there. Vanilla, the salt, the flour, the coconut, the nuts. Okay. The sugar. Okay. Let me throw this out. All right, so let me get my pan. And since I used the oil from the other one, I used the napkin. You can use that. That will be enough coating on there. Trust me. I use it like that all the time. That's why I get a paper towel. It's like a sponge, you know. Then you're going to add a little flour. A little flour to it. Got to go outside. Hose down everything. Getting everything for these kiddos. Can't wait to see all my nieces and nephews. It's going to be a good time. Shout out to the DJ. I will be going live to showing you guys. So you want to get all the corners to the pan. You can make these for the graduations that are happening, for real. Great, easy recipe. Alright, so the extra flour I just throw out because you don't want too much on the pan. Alright, let me get rid of this. Put it in the sink. Alright, let me wipe down this. Alright. So mix it, mix it. That better not be my boy. Hold on. Okay. Alright. Make sure it's all mixed together. The sugar, the almonds, the vanilla, the eggs. Alright. Alright, so now I just showed you how to guys to make macaroons. Ggirl style is different. Okay. So I'm going to use my hand, make round balls. 325 for about 20 minutes. These ones I'm going to make a little smaller. For the kids, so it'll be bite-sized. Okay. So I'm just making them smaller than the other one, so I'll get a little bit more. So they have like a little size for the kids, you know. The ones that don't really like coconut, but they do like coconut. Okay, 2. Alright. So I'm putting 4 across this time because I know I'm going to have more than the ones that we just did. And again, tell your guests they do have nuts in it. So if any kids have allergies and stuff. Okay. What's up, Spaz? What you doing? My condolences, Spaz. To your cousin. To your cousin. My condolences. It's crazy because I remember the live that you did with him. And then when I seen that, I seen it on Wado Black's, the RIP. And I was like, oh, shit. I remember that was your cousin. Life's too short, man. You got any puppies for sale? Let them know on here. What's up, Hurricane? Peace, peace. Hope your kids are good, Spaz. When you're coming back to Boston. When you come and see me, Spaz. So I'm just making these ones smaller because with all my nieces and nephews, I know they don't like coconut like I love coconut. So that's why I'm making them bite-sized for the kiddos. Who the fuck is beeping outside like that? That's what I like to know. So, I'm just making these small little macaroons for the kid size. I just showed you I made the adult ones that were bigger. If they're not done by the time I'm making this cookie sheet, then I'll just take the pictures and then I will post them. I am going to drizzle chocolate on them. Okay, let me know when you're coming to Boston. For real, for real. Definitely, definitely. You better stop in. Don't be a stranger. Stay dangerous. Danger. For real, for real. Damn, you always be selling your dogs. Your puppies like crazy. You're a king at those, for real. Selling puppies. Anybody need puppies? My boy got 3 puppies left. Inbox them. He got the best prices around. They're in New York though, so you'll have to make transportation arrangements. But definitely he got them. He takes good care of the mom when he's breeding them. You can see he does his lives with them, and you know, it's a great you'll get a great healthy dog. Trust me, he got him. He's been doing it for years. He got some gray ones. I don't know what you have left, but he had some gray ones. He had some black ones. You guys see my dog actually. You know what my dog had, Spaz? She had allergies. Last year she didn't have allergies. This year she had allergies from the pollen. Yo, she had scabs from scratching herself. I had to give her like Midnight, stop scratching. Like she's scratching now, so I have to yell at her. I had to give her chicken, white rice, and eggs to get her skin better. And I used coconut oil, fresh coconut oil on her. I never had a dog that had allergies. I had to give her Benadryl. It was crazy. You stay dangerous too, forever, for real. But I was actually gonna call you because I was like, I know you know what to do, but I Googled it, and then instead of taking it to the vet, everyone's like, don't take it to the vet. Google everything. A vet's gonna cost you a couple $1,000. They're gonna run blood work, all that shit. So I did it myself, and thank God she's okay. My son was sad. He thought she was gonna pass away. She was looking rough for a minute, but she's okay. I gave her some eggs today. Midnight, cut it out. As soon as I start telling you, she starts itching. But I'm on that because she looked like she got in a dog fight, for real. For real, for real. But she was out in the pollen. Pollen was crazy for her. So I think I'm going to get 24, if I'm not mistaken, on these little ones. But let's see, because I don't know. I'm looking a little. I made them smaller. And I have more spaces on the cookie sheet. You want to make these balls nice and round, not half round. You need them to be balls. All right, all right. So, okay. All right. So, I'm gonna if you guys looking for puppies, my boy got 3 left. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until the next one has her puppies. For real. He's always feeding them, taking them out. He shows you when they're born. He shows you when he's taking care of them. When they're ready, he gets the shots for you guys. Like, he really does a good job breeding the puppies. They're pit bulls, but well-maned. I recommend them. You know, you don't want to get a dog from anyone that you don't know, because you don't know how they're keeping them healthy when they're pregnant and all that. He really takes good care of them. Balls! Got balls! For real. So, nice and round. Alright, let me wash my hands so I can show you how many I made this time. Alrighty then. So, I made, let me see. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so I made 20 this time. The last time I made 18. So I only got 2 extra, making them smaller. But I'm going to show you what they look like. Ready to go in the oven for 20 minutes, 325 degrees. The other ones are coming good. They're looking golden a little bit. That's what we want. So it's your girl, Ggirl. If you want to be on the Iccy Show, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown, with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. I'm booked until end of September for the Iccy Show. Also, I have my new show coming up next month, June. It's called Iccy Showw Reunion of Lost Angels. If you ever had a lost one and you want to say your goodbyes, and you wish you had that time to say your goodbyes at the funeral, this is the show that you want to come on. And the reunion part is, I would like to have all the family that feels the same way you do to have that closure in your heart. So that's coming up in June. Don't forget the 4-year anniversary parties this Thursday for the Iccy Show. I've done over 474 interviews just on the Iccy Show, not including when I was a host on DBN TV for 1.5 years with Farrah Bacon. Salute to him. And I was supposed to be in Texas next month filming for those 2 movies, but it's on hold because the director he's healing from COVID. So hopefully Mr. Salmon gets better so we can proceed on those 2 movies. Again, my condolences to everyone in Texas that's lost someone out there with those young ones and adults. Sad, very sad. We're the ones to make the change. We need to make a change for the children, like I said, for a better life for them. Also, the international mixtape is coming out this Thursday at the Iccy Showw Reunion. Shout out to DJ Big Styles from North Carolina hosting it with myself. It is international. We have Jamaica on there. We have Africa on there. We have Chicago on there. We have Boston 617 in there. Salute to all the artists that got on this international mixtape. It's going to be on all platforms. We're just waiting for the back cover. As soon as we get the back cover, boom, everything's flying off to all platforms. So salute to, again, Colombian Dragon. Keep up the beats coming. Salute to everyone that came on the Iccy Show. And this is episode number 24. We're going to 100 on this show, and then this show will end. And when my cookbook comes out next year, I hope you purchase it. So it's your girl, Ggirl. I wish you have a blessed, happy, healthy Saturday from my house to your house. You know, stay healthy, mask up, and stay dangerous. God bless. Have everyone a great day and stay healthy. Happy Saturday, everyone. Tune in on Monday. I have General G Mafioso coming on the Iccy Show for Memorial Day. Have a great day, everyone. Much love and respect. Peace.